What if I told you that your body has a secret weapon? A really powerful built-in system for renewal and defense that, according to some in functional medicine, could completely change how we think about our health and even aging itself. So let's dive into that idea.
So what does this number, thousands, actually represent? Well, the perspective from our source material is pretty shocking. It's an estimate of the number of abnormal, potentially cancerous cells that a perfectly healthy body might create every single day. I mean, that's a staggering thought, isn't it?
And this isn't just some abstract number. It becomes a deeply personal reality when we hear about the health battles of people in the public eye. It's just a stark reminder that this internal conflict, this daily battle, is happening inside all of us. And that makes understanding our body's own defenses incredibly relevant.
Okay, so if our bodies are potentially creating these threats all the time, how are we not constantly sick? Well, the answer is we come pre-equipped with a really sophisticated internal defense force.
Our immune system, it's on constant patrol, 24/7. Its whole mission, as described in the source, is to identify these abnormal cells and just get rid of them before they can ever become a problem. So, a healthy immune system is our primary frontline shield against this daily threat.
Now, this brings us to a really interesting question posed by our source material. What if, on top of relying on our immune system, we could change the very environment these abnormal cells live in? What if we could weaken them just by changing their fuel supply?
So here's the core argument from the source material. On the left, you've got a standard diet where the body runs on glucose from carbs. The theory presented is that a lot of these abnormal cells absolutely love this kind of fuel. So the proposed strategy, over on the right, is to shift our diet to rely on fats instead. The whole idea is to basically starve these problem cells of their favorite food, making it a much tougher place for them to survive.
And this dietary shift doesn't work alone. The source material pairs it with another pretty powerful tool, intermittent fasting. The thinking here is that by giving our digestive system a regular break, we can actually supercharge the very process we're about to talk about next.
So when you put these two strategies together, a low-carb diet and intermittent fasting, they're said to activate a powerful natural process in our bodies, and that process is called autophagy.
Autophagy. I know, it sounds a little scary. It literally means self-eating, but it's not what you think. Think of it more like your body's ultimate quality control, its own internal recycling program. It's the cellular process of cleaning house, getting rid of all the old, dysfunctional parts to make room for new, healthier ones.
So here's how it works, in basically 3 steps. First, the cell identifies and flags old or damaged parts. Then, it breaks down this cellular junk. And finally, and this is where the body's efficiency is just brilliant, the raw materials are recycled to build fresh, new components. It's complete renewal, right at the microscopic level.
So what's the big deal? Why is it so important to activate this cellular self-cleaning? Well, according to the source, the ultimate payoff is pretty extraordinary.
By regularly triggering this self-cleaning mode, the source claims we can do way more than just manage daily threats. The perspective is that we can actually regenerate aging cells, help prevent serious diseases, and most importantly, dramatically increase our health span. That's the number of years we live in vibrant, good health.
But what does that really mean for us? What is the ultimate, most aspirational promise of leveraging this incredible internal system?
Well, this is it. This is the ultimate promise put forward by the source, the absolutely incredible idea that by optimizing these natural processes, we could potentially live to be 120 years old, but with the health and the vitality of a 30-year-old.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The focus isn't just on adding more years to your life, but adding more life to your years. It's all about extending that period of vibrant, active health, not just mere existence.
It all leads to this fascinating question for the future of health. Is the key to longevity found in adding more things, more tech, more pills, more interventions? Or is it about taking things away so that our body's own powerful, ancient systems can finally do the work they were designed to do?